Hey there, my name is Milan Singh and I'm the host of SpyFy After Dark. I'd like to take a moment to thank you for listening to this episode, and to ask that if you enjoy the show, consider rating or subscribing on whatever platform you're listening on. That's all from me. Now on to the episode.
Like here, right?
Yeah.
That works?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta be like right up on it.
Right up on it. That's all I know how to do. Be right up on it. Oh, snap. Anyway. Okay. Yeah.
You're listening to the SpyFy After Dark podcast. Welcome back to SpyFy After Dark. I'm joined by my friend Frank. Say hello.
What's up, everybody?
Frank is the comic book guy.
Oh, he remembers. I'm proud of him.
I remember. We need to make you a brand, by the way.
Oh, the comic book guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So since you are so deeply invested in both Marvel and DC,
Yes.
why don't you explain to me which one of the two you like more and why?
Okay. For the record, I'm invested in more than just Marvel and DC, but,
Yeah.
But let's talk about the big two. My heart's with Marvel,
Okay.
but DC also has things about it that, like, I love. Like, if we're talking about legacies and ideals and stuff, if you're going to go to DC for that, at least I feel like you will, There's entire families of superheroes, like Flash, There's a Flash family, there's a Batman family, that's well recognized and well known, and they're all great people and they're very powerful, blah, blah, blah. Marvel, I think Marvel's a touch more, I guess the word is grounded. I don't know if that's a bad word.
Realistic?
A little bit. Just a little bit. They're weird too. Obviously, they all got powers, but I feel like all the people in like DC and the Justice League like don't need anything. They just don't need anything. Like Wonder Woman is a princess from a whole another island. She doesn't need anything. Superman's an alien. He probably doesn't need to eat or drink. He doesn't need anything. Flash is CSI. I'm pretty sure they make decent money. Do they?
Probably,
right? Aquaman's a king. Green Lantern's a test pilot. I'm pretty sure he's making money. I just feel like they're all larger than life, which is cool. But at the same time, Spider-Man, is an everyman,
So which one came first?
I think DC came first.
So I know they copy each other all the time.
Oh, they do.
Which one copies the other more?
Ooh.
Is it just Marvel copies them and does it better?
I'm going to go ahead and say Marvel has copied DC more. Because I think comics in general have copied DC more. Because think of all the Superman archetypes out there. There are plenty. Like there's like 20 plus.
Sure.
So if
Captain
we're going,
Marvel.
Yeah. Captain Marvel is one. There's
coincidentally my least favorite superhero in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Captain Marvel. Ooh, Captain Marvel's not a Superman. Oh, I thought you were talking about Captain Marvel, the DC Marvel, which is true. The guy says Shazam and the lightning comes down.
Wait, what?
You ever seen Shazam?
Yeah, I saw that movie.
Yeah, before
it's
he
one
was
of the few DC movies I have seen.
Okay, Shazam's name was Captain Marvel. He was Captain Marvel. He was in DC, but they changed it so it wouldn't confuse anybody.
Did they invent Captain Marvel in DC after Marvel was a thing?
Say that one more time.
So was Marvel in existence, Marvel Comics, by the time that Captain Marvel became a thing in DC? So I'm wondering if it was just a straight middle finger to Marvel or not.
That's a good question.
And then did Marvel just send another one back by creating their own Captain Marvel?
Yeah, like there was a whole thing about a lawsuit.
Because
Like,
I feel like that would cross a line.
yeah, there was a lawsuit. Actually, there was a lawsuit because Captain Marvel, the Shazam character, was not a character of DC initially. He was Charlton Comics, and they got sued by DC or something because he looks just like Superman. So yeah, it's crazy. Like you couldn't use a character like that, but they couldn't use the Marvel name. It's a whole bunch of different stuff. It was kind of weird. I don't know. Matter of fact, the characters from Watchmen, the movie, are based off of characters from Charlton Comics, which are all now DC characters. Like Blue Beetle, Night Owl's based off of Blue Beetle. Dr. Manhattan's based off of Captain Atom, so on and so forth. Rorschach's based off The Question. These were all initially comic characters in another comic company, but they were eventually bought by DC.
How do you have two characters named Blue Beetle and Rorschach in the same universe? Like one with an absolutely atrocious name and the other one with an amazing name. How does that happen? Yeah,
one sells and one doesn't. I don't know. It's a good point.
Like Blue Beetle sounds like an advertisement for VW.
True.
Like they sponsored a comic book run or something.
Yeah, and he's pretty cool. He just that name is not gonna bring anybody. It's not gonna attract anybody.
No.
There's several Blue Beetles. There's about 3, but yeah.
Okay, who's your favorite? Not who's your favorite cinematic universe, or not cinematic universe, comic universe, because that's huge. Who's your favorite individual superhero in each universe?
Okay, in Marvel, Silver Surfer. Hands down, love him. He's really powerful, but like humble at the same time. Okay. So he was like, I can turn you into a toaster, but I'm not going to because I respect life. Until you stop respecting life. Very powerful, super powerful. Like Galactus' herald, the main herald, like stupid powerful. Anyway, but he's like real, like humble. Like he just does his own thing. DC, The Flash, hands down.
Okay.
I'm a big Speedster fan. I will maintain the argument that The Flash is one of the most powerful characters in the Justice League, if not the DC universe. I'll even argue I'll even argue he's more powerful than Superman.
You can time travel?
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah. Like punching people is really cool, but if you can affect whether someone even exists, that's power.
True. And the Flash could theoretically punch you at 500 miles an hour.
True.
I'm sure that would hurt.
True. Yeah. That would definitely hurt.
I don't know how that wouldn't break his arm, but like literally just tear it off his body.
True. Speed force.
At that speed.
Speed force. That's the whole thing. Like,
is it like
the Deus Ex Machina of his powers is because of speed force?
Okay. So he gets like his bones get like denser as he runs faster or something stupid like that.
He's protected by a field.
Okay. It's like a force field.
Yes, that regulates like that regulates like the physics of what he's doing. More or less. Like his source of power governs motion.
Okay. So like it came from Isaac Newton.
Right?
Okay.
So physics concepts that have to do with speed, Flash has influence over. We're talking momentum, inertia, kinetic energy, and the like. So
should Isaac Newton be in the DC comic universe?
He definitely should.
Like if they do a throwback to like, what was it, 1700s or whatever?
Yeah. Make him a speedster. I'm sure he could have done it. That'd have been great.
That'd be fun, like a throwback comic book hero from like 300 years ago.
Oh yeah, I'm here for it. There's actually a storyline called 1602 in Marvel, where Captain Marvel is the last person. Captain America is like the last hero around, and he gets sent back in time. And for some reason, because he was sent back in time, it started at the age of Marvel's early. So all the characters in this universe are analogous with the characters that exist in regular time. So there's like a bard who like has his like eyes wrapped in a red scarf, and he's always playing music, and he can move fast. He can move really well. He's clearly Daredevil. Mm-hmm. there was like 4 people on a boat that went through a green fog to the Fantastic Four.
Wait, but it's actually set in like the 1600s?
Yes, it's in 1600. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. So there's
That's dope.
there's Nicholas Fury, the head of the Queen's Guard,
Okay.
and like so on and so forth. It's actually really cool.
All right.
A man invented a suit that like could harness the power of lightning. So when lightning hit the suit, he could move it. He's the Iron Man of the 1600s.
Huh.
And then there's special people called the Witch Breed. They're mutants, but obviously people don't know what mutants are. So they're Witch Breed, led by Carlos Xavier.
Huh.
Instead of Charles Xavier. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's fun.
That'd be a fun movie.
It's it's a good book.
Just get a chance to recast all the actors.
I know, right? Just do it.
Cut the production budget.
Did you
in
see
half.
Dark Phoenix?
No.
Good.
Good?
Good.
It was that bad?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
It was
almost
bad.
saw it like 3 times, but every time something came up and I had to cancel my
Yeah.
reservation.
That's your life telling you to not watch it. The fight scene at the end was pretty cool.
Okay.
But other than that, movie wasn't all that. So, yeah, I like Marvel more. I like them both. It's hard to say. I'm like lying to myself. I love them both. I love them both so much that you couldn't really tell like which one's my favorite. I actually had a cousin who came up to me and it was so disrespectful. He said, "You're not a DC fan because I didn't like Joker."
Wow.
I'm like,
So you've seen it?
yes, I've seen Joker.
Okay.
Have you
Without
seen it?
spoiling it, how is it?
I think you could appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do plan on seeing it.
Yeah, you could appreciate it.
Probably not until next week.
Even I appreciated some of it. Like, I just thought it was very interesting. Like, just the take they took on Joker and what made him into that man.
How's the performance this time around?
Performances are pretty good.
Okay.
They're really good.
How does it compare to Heath Ledger, though?
Ooh, they're different. I feel like, I feel like you could pity this Joker more, and I don't know if that's for better or for worse.
Okay.
You know, he was very erratic. Seemed like he was very troubled. But I don't know, Joker, like Ledger Joker seems like he's in control of himself. This guy is obviously like not in a lot of ways.
Is this Joker more of a protagonist then? Like, does he feel like more of a protagonist?
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Let's go with yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
I think so.
Because Heath Ledger's Joker very much feels like an antagonist.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Just a very good one.
Yeah. But then again, this is the Joker's movie. He's going to feel like a more of a protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the movie's following him.
Well, yeah, it should.
Yes.
If it's well done, he should feel like more of a protagonist.
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Unless it's just an anti-hero movie.
He's clearly crazy.
Yeah,
Like, in this movie, he's clearly crazy. Like, he's not even just crazy with, like, a purpose. He got issues, man.
Oh.
Like, I don't know.
I feel like that's not as interesting, though. At least on paper. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. But I've never been much of a Joker fan, so I can only say so much. I don't go around reading Joker comics and everything.
Fair.
So,
All right, so since we kind of touched on it a little bit, I know Alex likes The Dark Knight more than Dark Knight Rises.
okay.
Considerably.
Yes.
They're very different movies.
Okay.
I would argue The Dark Knight Rises is a better superhero movie. The Dark Knight is a better movie.
I would argue that too. I'd argue the same. I'd go back and probably watch Dark Knight Rises more just because I like Bane. I believe he's more of a badass.
I've seen Dark Knight Rises more.
Yes.
I've seen Dark Knight, I think, twice. And I've seen Dark Knight Rises like 4 or 5 times.
Okay. Joker was probably more interesting for most people, obviously. And then, like you said, the movie was better. But I like superhero stuff. I like badassery and all that, when it comes. So Bane's going to do more for me versus Joker.
Yeah. I think he's a better superhero villain.
Definitely. So we're just saying Batman Begins doesn't compare to either?
I don't really think so. I mean, it's still good.
It's better than... Well, you appreciate Batman Begins more after you watch the other two.
Yeah. The thing is, I just don't remember it as well.
Oof.
Which I think should kind of indicate
He's saying it's garbage,
my feelings. It's not garbage. It's just not.
Basura.
Is it really fair to
Trash.
compare anything against The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises, though? Like, does you know what I mean?
Like with movies like
it's
those?
so much. It's so much to live up to.
Are you saying with movies in general or movies like Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises? Because
I'm just in this particular context.
Okay,
you've got two powerhouse films, arguably one powerhouse, depending on who you talk to.
Okay.
That kind of overshadows everything else. So Batman Begins is but I have Liam Neeson. And it's well, you do, but...
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I've seen Begins 1.5 times. Because I don't think I saw it all the way through the first time. I think I saw
Swear
parts
to
of
me.
it. And then I saw it... Because I watched all three of them in a row.
Oh, okay.
At one point.
Okay.
In college.
Begins is cool. I can argue that the Captain America trilogy is better overall.
Really?
Yes, I could.
Better overall.
If we're okay.
Okay.
Overall,
I'm
yes.
interested.
If we're doing movie to movie,
You've piqued my interest.
we can argue that. Okay, first Avenger, Batman Begins, which is a better movie for you?
I'm going to go with Batman Begins, but honestly, I have a poor recollection of both.
Okay. I'm going to go with First Avenger.
I don't even know. I'm sure I've seen the first Avenger.
Don't remember it. So let's go with Batman Begins then. If you think Batman Begins,
Yeah.
you remember more of it. Okay, Winter Soldier or
Dark
Knight. Dark Knight takes that. Even though Winter Soldier's amazing.
Winter Soldier's so good, though.
I like Winter Soldier more.
It's so good.
More people would have probably picked Dark Knight, though.
Dark Knight would be the popular choice, no doubt.
Yes.
But I think Winter Soldier would be my pick.
Winter Soldier would be my pick, too.
It's just more up my alley. I mean, as much as I love The Dark Knight, the Winter Soldier's my movie.
I thought you would have picked The Dark Knight, to be honest. Oh,
Really?
I mean...
Dude, I love spy movies, though.
it's the podcast is called, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is where it came from.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay,
true.
so then Dark Knight Rises versus
Civil War.
Fuck.
I mean, fuck. We know what it is. Don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful. Don't do that today. You're better than this, Melon. You're better than this. Make it make sense. Okay.
Well, I think Civil War should have just been Avengers 2.5.
It definitely should have. It definitely should. It's almost not fair.
It's not fair because it's an Avengers movie.
Yeah. It's also more of a spectacle. So it wouldn't get as much respect as Dark Knight Rises because Civil War had more to work with. They gave it more to work with.
I've seen Dark Knight Rises more times than Civil War.
Okay. I told you not to be disrespectful, Millie.
I mean, but Dark Knight Rises is so good.
Bane's dope in Dark Knight Rises.
It's just, to me, it's such a good superhero movie. Like, if I'm looking for a superhero movie and I want that arc, it's the feeling that I want of a hero trying to do his thing and then falling and then having to come back from nothing.
Okay.
A few movies have done that better.
True.
In my opinion.
Civil War is better, bro. Bane beat his ass. That was amazing. That's the best scene of the movie.
Yeah.
You merely adopted the dog. I was born and molded by it. Come on, who talks like that?
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
But I mean, Civil War's bad guy is this Russian guy who's pissed.
True.
I mean, it's kind of lackluster comparison.
Okay. You talk about which antagonist was better? Yeah. Civil War was a better movie. It was more,
I don't know.
It was more enjoyable. Come on,
I think
brother.
Dark Knight Rises is a better movie.
All right, y'all hit a million in a group chat or something. I don't know. And start a poll. I don't know, but we know Civil War is a better movie.
Maybe I should do a poll. Captain America trilogy versus Dark Knight trilogy.
I got you.
Be interesting.
Yes. No, we know who would win.
Rises is just so tight. It's just a tight movie.
Is it?
I
Because
think
nobody talked about Dark Knight Rises after it came out. Not really.
I know.
Everybody's still talking about Dark Knight. Nobody talked about Dark Knight. Dark Knight Rises
but I think
had
Dark Knight
juice for
Rises-
like 3 months, and then they were like, okay.
But I think that's because it was preceded by the Dark Knight.
Mm.
I think if it hadn't have been preceded by the Dark Knight, it would have.
So you're saying Dark Knight was so
had-
good,
yeah.
it fucked up Dark Knight Rises.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like, how do you follow that up, like,
Yeah.
realistically?
True.
How do you make a sequel to that?
And he died?
The movie's so good, the antagonist actor killed himself afterwards. Like,
Oh, my God. Kind of. I mean,
that's obviously a little more complicated than that. But
yeah. That's crazy. Hey, he's like the Tupac of superhero movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know who Tupac is?
Not much.
You don't know? You know who Tupac is?
I mean, I know the name, obviously.
okay, he's a rapper. You know he died,
Yeah.
right?
I want to say he was killed in gang violence of some kind.
Oh my God!
Or I might be mixing him up with someone else.
We found someone who doesn't know who Tupac is, y'all. We found somebody.
I mean, but just look at me for a second.
Tupac is a staple of is like a pop culture icon.
Uh-huh.
He's up there with Vader. Like he's Tupac. Anyway, whatever. Cool. So we can agree to disagree that Civil War is better. I don't know, but we can say Avengers is better than Justice League, right?
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen Justice League, but I don't have to.
That's disrespectful. You should see Justice League.
Why?
I'm interested in to hear about what you would think about it.
You know why I'm not going to see it?
Why?
I'll tell you exactly why.
Oh, hit me with it.
Because when I saw the trailer in theaters the first time,
Okay.
and like half the trailer, there was like these aliens and this like fight scene going on, but like it looked like an obviously recreated environment, like completely CGI, and there like wasn't a sky.
What do you mean?
It just threw me off so much that I was like, I can't like take this movie seriously.
So the quality of movie is so bad. That's why you didn't touch it.
That's what it looked like to me. I mean, granted, it was just an impression of the trailer, but I just remember seeing all these scenes where they're fighting these creatures, and it looks like there is no sky. It looks like the sky is just like a dark blue color or something like that, or like a black color.
Oh my goodness. Well,
It just looked like it just looked so boring.
okay.
That art direction just looked so boring.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it.
Well, the movie, was it good? I'm trying to give it some points here.
Go ahead and try.
Superman was cool in it, except for
Really?
the CGI mustache. He was a badass. He was cool.
CGI mustache was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know why that happened?
Didn't he want to keep the facial hair from Mission Impossible?
He was contractually obligated to keep the facial hair for Mission Impossible.
Really?
Yes.
Oh. He looked good in Mission Impossible. So
Yeah.
I ain't mad at him.
Mm-hmm.
Love when he
It's a much better movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw that one? That one was
Hell
dope.
yeah.
That bathroom
Mission
scene?
Impossible is one of my favorite film franchises, but
Okay.
I've only seen 4 through 6. Haven't seen the original 3
How could you say something like that then? If you haven't seen half of the work.
because the second half is so good. The first half could be trash and it wouldn't matter.
Okay. I guess you can say you're a Star Wars fan. You've never seen the originals. Yeah. No, you cannot say that.
I have, but
You have or you haven't seen the
I
originals?
haven't seen the originals.
Okay.
Seen all of them.
If you didn't see the originals and you like the prequels, could you say you're a Star Wars fan?
Sure.
Are you a good Star Wars fan?
I mean, I don't think you have to see the entire franchise to be a fan of the franchise.
There's like a bare minimum, like,
You can't be a super fan,
okay.
but you can be a fan.
Okay. But you're talking about being a fan. Like you said it was your favorite franchise.
Not favorite, one of my favorites.
Okay, it's top 3. And you're missing half the data, bro.
Is it top 3? Yeah, you know what? Maybe it is top 3.
I mean, that's cool. It works. I mean,
But I think it's also fair to say that 4 through 6 are way better than the original 3, from what I've heard.
From what I've heard. Yeah.
Like, it's really not even close. Like, they're hard to compare.
But it would be reversed for, like, Star Wars, you know? Like, people don't care about the prequels. I, for one...
I thought the prequels were fine.
I think the prequels are fine, too. But then again, I didn't grow up with the old stuff.
They get so much more hate than they deserve.
They do.
Like, I was watching them sort of as the prequels came out. Like, I was a kid around that age. So like, that's when I was kind of entering Star Wars.
True.
Was around when episodes 2 and 3 came out. So then the original trilogy I saw at the same time.
Cool. All right.
So I saw them all like very close to each other. There wasn't like a huge gap. Whereas for a lot of people, there was a big gap.
You saw all of them together?
Yeah, in a relatively short time
Okay.
frame. Like within a few years of each other.
Okay.
All the original 6.
Okay.
I thought the prequels were honestly pretty good.
I think the prequels are personally the best ones. But then again, I like Star Wars for the cool slash
Yeah, I think they
Force
hold
stuff.
up. In my opinion, they hold up better.
Yeah, well, they're newer. I personally think the production is the best, and it's stupid. Like, I've told people that in the prequels, as far as the story is concerned, the Republic is at its height and everything. Everything's going well, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it in the movies because the Jedi are more badass in these than they are in the old ones.
Yes.
You know, which makes sense. Like Mace, like Luke wouldn't hold a candle to Mace Windu. Luke wouldn't hold a candle to Obi-Wan. They just fought better.
Yeah.
Look, think of the fight scenes.
Well, I think they hired stunt choreographers for the prequels.
Yeah, it's not my fault. I'm talking about what was on screen.
No, that was a backhanded whatever.
Wait, was it what?
That was just a backhanded joke against the original 3, but
like
as if they didn't.
Oh,
hire stunt, yeah.
I didn't get it. Okay. I'm thinking about the old movies and oh shoot.
Did you know episode 2 was the first cinema type movie to be shot 100% digitally?
Really?
Yep.
No wonder it's so dope.
Yeah.
Episode 2 was cold.
It was a CGI landmark movie.
I mean, Yoda was in it, so.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people didn't like that. That Yoda bounced around kicking ass kind of thing. You weren't feeling it?
Screw him. It was awesome.
I thought it was amazing.
It was incredible. It's one of the best parts of the movie.
Yes. It's arguably the best part of the movie.
My favorite part is when all the Jedi come out in the Colosseum.
Oh,
and they're about
Geonosis?
to die.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's a whole bunch flood in.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
That was cold.
Yeah. I love that moment in movies when it's oh shit, and then all of a sudden the whole team shows
we got
up.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my favorite. My favorite shit.
When Boba tries to shoot him and Mace Windu's just pshum, pshum, and then he just cuts him. I'm like, Boba Fett was it Boba or Jango?
I think Jango.
My bad, y'all.
Jango's the dad.
Jango's the dad, right?
I think Boba was still a kid in that movie.
Yeah, Boba was a kid. Yeah. Jango was such a badass up to this point, but then Mace Windu had to check him real quick.
Oh yeah.
Had to check his life.
And he's yeah, I can go up against a Jedi.
No. That's not even a regular Jedi. That's one of the best.
Yeah, it's a master. Jedi master.
That's the master. Mace Windu's second to Yoda.
Yeah. He's on that council of 8.
Yeah.
You know. That's the best right there.
Yeah, that's exactly what they are. But yeah, that's my point. The Jedi was at the height, its own height, and they had all their teachers, and they had all their holocrons, they had everything. So it's
an academy.
Yeah,
it was an organized group.
Exactly. It's like an academy versus, I don't know, Karate Kid. He just learned from one old dude.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, 8. Like he can bring that.
Quick tangent. Did you see the new Karate Kid? It's not even new anymore. It's been like 8 years, but
The Jaden Smith one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. It was good.
It was so much better than the original, right?
Can we say that?
Yeah. Like
yes,
it's
it
so
was.
much better.
Yes, it was.
Like it's not even a comparison.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a better movie.
It's like it's like an okay movie versus a really good movie.
Yes. An okay movie that
I want to qualify even further. It's like an okay movie for its time versus a really good movie.
it's so disrespectful. I'm milling everybody. Okay, well, that's so true. I don't even have seen all of Karate Kid. I can't get through it.
The first one?
I've seen. Okay,
Or
what was the one where
OG one?
where he hit us with the crane? Was when he hit it with the thing and he kicked him or something?
That was the first one.
Cobra Kai is better than Karate Kid.
Probably.
Have you seen Cobra Kai?
Mm-mm.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I know it's like a spiritual successor in the same universe and stuff.
I've seen the first season. The first season was good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the few YouTube Red shows to get more than one season.
Yes, exactly. That Karate Kid was really good. Jackie Chan was amazing.
Jackie Chan is this.
How did he? We found out he was a firebender. I don't get it. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Like when I saw that and I was in theaters and he cups the fire.
Yeah.
And he puts it over the kid. I'm like, you can heal people with fire?
Yeah. Just a subtle like magic. Just a subtle amount of magic.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
Like
it's like we've got this great grounded kung fu movie with just a little bit of magic.
A little bit of magic, but not too much because it'll blow our minds. You know what I'm saying? Just a touch.
Just enough that you can get past it.
Yeah.
Like your suspension disbelief can get past it.
That's like, oh, if anybody could do that, it is Jackie Chan.
It's true.
And then keep
If
it
anybody
going.
could do that, it would be
Jackie
Jackie Chan.
He went
100%.
And then I'm like, oh my goodness. That's amazing.
I love that scene where he just puts all the kids in their place.
Oh, yeah, you talking about when he...
Yeah, they're like trying to beat up Jaden. He just literally beats them all down.
Yeah.
Without like touching them. He's just like pushing them into each other.
And Jackie Chan's like, what is he, like 65 years old?
Yeah,
He's older than that. Is he?
I think he's in his 60s.
Yeah. And he can move better than all of us.
Yeah.
Combined.
Yeah. No, granted, that was like, I think 8 years ago.
And he can still kick my ass.
Like, yeah.
Like,
I'm
pretty sure he would, like, he has his pressure points. I'm pretty sure he could hit me in my neck and my IQ would go down 30 points. Just box of chocolates. Like, like hella quick, you know? I'm going to
Hey guys, hope you're enjoying the episode so far. I just wanted to take a quick second to ask you to give us a shout out on social media. Every share makes a pretty big difference. And as always, don't forget to rate and or subscribe on whatever platform you're listening on. Thanks again. Back to the episode.
Speaking of Forrest Gump,
Okay.
that was my issue with Justice League. The Flash was my least favorite character, and I loved the Flash. I was so mad.
Who did they cast as the Flash?
Ezra Miller. Did you see?
But it's not the same guy as the CW Flash.
No, that's Grant Gustin.
Okay.
I
like the CW Flash.
Yes, he's bomb.
I'm very far behind on them.
It's all good.
Like I stopped halfway through season 1 of Flash.
Finish season 1.
And then
you'll like season 2.
The equivalent episode in Arrow. It was, I think, right before the crossover. I literally quit at the worst time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watch season 1 of Flash. I actually went back and watched the episode of Arrow that introduced Barry Allen.
Okay.
There was an episode called The Scientist. Barry Allen went to Star City.
Yeah.
And then the second episode, he helped him with a case. And he found out Oliver was Green Arrow. Mm-hmm. And then in the episode, he went back to Central City and he got struck by lightning. And that's where his show picks up. That was really cool. Like his accent happens in Arrow.
Mm-hmm. Don't you just love real cinematic universes?
Yeah.
You know?
Marvel, you're great. DC TV, you're doing well too.
The CW of all people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if people understand just how ridiculous that is.
It's crazy.
It's the CW.
Yeah.
Like, they make all their shows in Canada.
Everything.
They spend like maybe $200,000 an episode.
We're talking Gossip Girl. We're talking like Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
We're talking Glee.
We're talking the network that has pretty much made its money on doing like teen dramas with like very attractive young adult actors.
Yes.
That's like their bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
But then they do the DC universe and it's like actually good.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, the DC cinematic universe with like $200 million budgets is garbage. Like half of it.
Most of it. I think the movies.
Maybe more than half of it.
Yeah. I'd say Wonder Woman and Aquaman were really good. I like Man of Steel as well. Everything else, no.
I enjoyed Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Shazam too.
Shazam wasn't doing it for me. Shazam was okay.
I think it inherently got extra points for Zachary Levi being the character.
Definitely. What was he in? He was in
Chuck.
Yeah, I get Chuck and what's the other one mixed up? I get Chuck and
he was also the male character in Tangled.
What was the other show with the dude who? No, I'm getting it mixed. There's another Dexter. I get Chuck and Dexter mixed up.
Oh, okay.
They just look the same to me.
Okay.
They don't actually look the same, but it's weird.
I love Chuck. It's my favorite TV show.
Chuck? I've never seen it. I just know of it. I haven't seen it.
Oh, man.
I've seen Dexter, though.
Oh, dude, that's 5 seasons of goodness.
Really? People do like Chuck. I've heard good things about it.
Oh, yes.
You okay? He said, oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Chuck is incredible.
Chuck.
Phenomenal.
Damn. It's like Chuck's a lover. He's great. He's amazing. I'm just kidding. I remember Zachary Levi was on the short-lived spin-off Heroes Reborn. That was cool.
He was also one of Thor's people.
Yeah, he was hold up.
Sword guy.
He in Ragnarok, he was
Well, not in Ragnarok because he got
in a Dark World.
Both the original Thor and Dark World. He was in both. He was the sword guy, the guy with the rapiers or whatever.
No,
I don't remember his name.
Nah, wasn't the other guy. Zachary Levi was only that character in 2 or 3. They had somebody different in 1.
I don't think so.
Nah, there was a different dude.
What? I'm gonna look it up. I don't think so though.
Pretty sure. Okay, we'll figure it out. I don't know why it's Volstagg, Hogan, and Fandro. Yes.
Fandral, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's look this up. I'm pretty sure he was in all 3 of them, or both of them. Not all 3 of them, because he was killed in the second one. It's probably the saddest moment of the second one for me.
Which one?
When Zachary Levi gets killed.
I'm pretty sure he was killed they weren't killed.
Yeah, they were.
He was killed. They were killed in 3. They were hella killed, all 3 of them. That was the big deal.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
That's
Okay,
damn shame.
Zachary Levi. Let's see what we got here.
He was in a. Nah, that wasn't that good. Did you see Heroes Reborn?
No.
You're fine. You didn't miss nothing. Ain't that cool? I don't know. Okay, let me ask you a question really quick.
Okay.
Give me a show that you really liked that nobody watched. Like, it's one of your favorite shows, but nobody really watched it like that. It was like short-lived or something.
The Limitless TV show, maybe?
Was it? I did see that. I thought it was pretty good.
It was fucking good.
I thought it was pretty good. I'm like, why didn't it
It
last?
was really good.
I think it's just because nobody cared. But I thought it was really good.
Yeah. It was a very good
I
movie.
wanted that pill so
Or,
bad, but I'm not
show.
promoting drugs, everybody. Even though I kind of am.
Any other
Don't
one
listen to me.
season? I'm trying to think of other shows that I really liked that were 1 season long. There definitely been some. I just can't remember
there's
their
been a
names.
few. Kyle XY went for 3 seasons. I liked Kyle XY. There was the original Flash show from 1990. I thought that was really good. I think the time slot was just whack. You know the guy who played Barry's dad in the show played the Flash in the old show. You didn't know that?
I didn't know.
Really? Yeah.
That's great though.
John Wesley Shipp was Barry Allen, and he even shows up in a crossover as that character. So they made that show an alternate universe within the Flash in the multiverse.
That's great.
It's amazing. And
it looks like you're right, by the way. I don't think Zachary Levi was in the original Thor.
yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. But he obviously made an impression on you. So.
Well, that's from Chuck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He most certainly did.
I'm trying to think of that show. There was a show that came out. There's a few shows. I really forgot. I know plenty of shows. They're just not coming to me.
What's a standby show for you? What would you see again? Or have you seen any shows more than once?
Smallville.
Okay. Because, like, for instance, I've seen Chuck seasons 1 through 3 5 times.
What? That's
seasons 4 and 5. 4, I think maybe 3 times, and 5 twice.
See, you're a fan of Chuck. You know why? Because you've seen all of it. You just like a certain block.
Well, seasons 1 through 3 is the best.
Really?
4 is great fan service, so it's a good season.
Okay.
5 is good if you're a fan. 5 starts out great and it's good fan service, but I don't know. The ending is kind of controversial, but
sounds like you're not convinced.
I'm okay with how they ended it, but I would have not ended it that way if it were me writing it.
You ever see those shows where they don't really end the show? They just end it because like it gets cut.
Canceled?
It gets canceled, so it ends on like a cliffhanger or something.
That show about like the sun or the devil. Oh,
Lucifer.
Fuck. No. This was out around the same time as Chuck. And it was actually between this show and Chuck, which one was going to get renewed, and Chuck got renewed.
You talking about the show with the dude who's like,
oh my God,
the devil's bounty hunter or something?
No. He's like the devil's son, or maybe not. Oh my God, it might come to me.
Yeah, you're talking about the show where
it's an NBC show.
Oh, then I don't know. I was thinking of something from WB or CW. I was thinking of Reaper.
Reaper.
You were thinking of Reaper?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was like at the end of the show, you find out he's his son or something. Yeah, Reaper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I didn't watch it, but I remember.
That
was No Ordinary Family. Did you see that?
No.
Have you heard of it?
No,
Family Super. Think The Incredibles, but in live action.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like mom's a speedster, dad has strength, son's like really smart. The daughter's a telepath. I guess it's fun. Thank you.
Did you ever see The Awesomes?
That's not a real thing. You made that up.
No.
You made that up.
I did not make it up.
Is that a cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's on Hulu.
No, I haven't seen it.
It's a superhero cartoon. It's good.
What's the premise?
3 seasons. There's like a superhero like agency kind of.
Okay.
Called The Awesomes.
Okay.
Led by Mr. Awesome.
Okay, of course.
And then his son is like stupid smart. Like, and the way it's portrayed is he like basically time stops around him while he like thinks through something. So he's thinking so fast that it's like literally imperceptible.
Okay.
And he has to like take over. I can't remember exactly why, but for some reason the agency gets like decimated. And then he ends up having to take over for his dad. It's a good show. It's fun.
The Awesomes. I'll look it up.
It's a fun one.
Yeah. Let me backtrack a little bit. I just want to tell you why Justice League is trash.
Okay.
Flash was trash in this movie.
This is a bad sign.
My biggest issue is he didn't look good running.
Really?
He couldn't run, bro.
They couldn't get that
They
right?
couldn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't make this guy run well. He ran
Like if a TV show with a $200,000 budget per episode, it might be a little bit higher than that. I might be throwing it a little under the bus, but
yeah,
if they can make Flash look incredible,
yeah.
like what gives?
I don't know. You've seen Forrest Gump, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember when he broke out his braces for the first time? Like when he found out he could run.
Oh yeah.
That's how the Flash looks when he's running.
That bad?
It's bad.
Wow.
It's bad. You don't know? Yeah. I was mad because I'm like, they did it better in Forrest Gump.
Wow. That's sad.
Because Forrest Gump's a good movie, but whatever. I was so mad. What they did do about Flash was really cool is they implied a lack of control in the movie. So anytime he started running, there was just a discharge of energy, like lightning just around him, just hitting stuff. I thought that was kind of cool.
Okay.
Other than that, is whatever. Wonder Woman, Aquaman are much better. Yeah. So when you gonna pick up a comic, bro?
Don't hold your breath.
I believe in you. I have faith.
It's a time constraint more than anything else.
It is. The movies are easier. They're much easier to.
It's digestible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just sit down and do it.
Yeah. $7 to watch a movie, or pay.
Or $25 to own Avengers Endgame in 4K HD.
Yes, exactly. Which I do now.
I do as well.
Wait, I don't have the 4K Ultra thing. I don't think so. I got Blu-ray though. I got the one that has both in it.
Oh, I didn't get a physical one. I got it on Google Play.
Oh, fancy. He's like, duh. I just bought it too. We just watched Watchmen last night.
Okay, wait. So
that's cool.
Let's go through Endgame for a second.
Okay.
And like point out your favorite moments.
My favorite moments of Endgame?
As we sort of go through the timeline.
I mean, we're gonna hit this, but
push the mic closer to you.
Hello?
Yeah.
Got it. All right, that's a hard movie. That movie is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still like Infinity War more?
I still think Infinity War is a better movie.
But you don't like it more?
Oof, I don't know. I got to go through them both.
Okay.
I think Endgame swelled me up more.
All right.
Just my heart.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much where I'm at.
Yeah.
Endgame is more enjoyable for me. But Infinity War is phenomenal.
Yes. There's plenty of moments. Like, I can't tell you. I like all the moments anybody else ever talked about.
Wait, did we talk about the Black Widow movie on the podcast, or was that when we were just hanging out?
Ooh.
I think that might have been just when we were hanging out.
Yeah.
At Alex.
No,
place.
we talked about it because I told you guys the Taskmaster was going to be in it. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Damn it.
Yeah. I'm ready for that. When is that coming out?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Damn. It is what it is.
I do hope it takes place in the blip.
Oh, I think it'll take place after. What they say? Did they say after Civil War or before Civil War or something?
Oh, I have no idea.
They said something like that. I think that's what I heard. I could be wrong. It is what it is.
I hope not. That movie should have just come out 5 years ago.
Okay. Let me ask you something. This is a question. How do you feel about representation in the cinematic universe or movies as a whole? How do you feel about it? Do you think it's important to have characters that look like you? Or
Well, there are characters who look like me.
True.
We're being realistic.
True.
There's no one who's actually like me because there's no like Sikh superheroes. Jewish superheroes are few and far between.
They're very few,
but they do look like me.
Yes, true. There's
because I look like a mid-color skinned white guy.
True.
You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I could pass off as like Italian.
Yeah.
Or Greek or something. You know.
That's true. So 90% of superheroes you can probably see yourself in, like, inherently. Okay, yeah. That's what's up. Yeah,
I mean, I'm okay with it. Like, I don't think it really matters that much to me, but I think it's just coming from a place where it was never an issue in the first place.
That's true. You're saying you've always been represented. So usually representation isn't a big deal to the people who are already being represented. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And I also don't feel like it's being taken away from me.
True.
Like if you get someone else, like a different kind of archetype.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just doesn't matter to me.
True. Moon Knight is Jewish. Shadowcat is Jewish. Did you know Moon Knight was Jewish?
No.
Moon Knight is
I
Jewish.
didn't even know who Moon Knight is.
A soldier who gets blessed by an Egyptian god whose strength waxes and wanes with the moon.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah, he's a badass. Kind of like Batman, but in all white.
Does he fight with a sword with like a sickle shape to it?
No, he's actually a
like
white.
The classic Egyptian.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, he's blessed by Egyptian god, but this dude's from like America and stuff. So
okay. So do his parents own like a deli in Bushwick or something?
Oh my goodness, have you been to a Jewish deli? It's dangerous.
Yeah.
You never been? You don't like them?
No, I mean I've been to Chompy's, if that counts.
No, Chompy's is the McDonald's of.
I know it is. It is. Hold on. Yes. I know. Okay.
No, she looked at me crazy.
No, I know what's up. There honestly just aren't many left.
Not over here. You got to go to the East Coast for that.
I might have when I have gone to New York.
Go to Philly.
But I'm not sure.
This one is really good in Philly.
Okay.
It's really good. But yeah, Shadowcat's Jewish, Moon Knight's Jewish, the Ragman is Jewish.
I want to see a Sikh superhero. I think that'd be interesting.
Who is Sikh? Hold on.
Just like turban.
Yeah.
Sabers.
There's a few. Arabian Night, but that's just silly.
Well, that's not necessarily Sikh though.
Yeah, you're right. Who is Sikh?
I don't know if there are any. It's a pretty small group of people, all things considered.
Yes, it is. I've been to a Sikh temple.
There's like 10 or 15 million in the world or something like that. It's pretty small.
I've been to a Sikh temple. It
Smaller
wasn't
than
that big.
Judaism.
It is. Well, everything's smaller than Judaism.
No.
Well, no, Christianity's bigger, duh.
Yeah, Judaism is pretty small.
Okay. All right. I guess.
Remember, 6 million of us were eliminated 70 years ago. That was a big chunk of our population just gone.
True. He's right.
Yeah.
I love you, Melon. Okay. But this bothered me because
I'd be genuinely surprised if there was one. I mean, yeah, feel free to look it up.
Yeah, this is a problem. Hold on.
It would be a cool archetype, I think. Like the visuals would be pretty nuts. In a good way.
Hold on. Seek superheroes.
I know Marvel has to some extent recast some of its characters to improve its representational image.
And I think it's like a lot of people don't care for it.
Well, what are some examples?
Of Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp was originally a white male. Made her a black woman.
I mean, I don't think that makes much of a difference. Really.
No, it doesn't. Well, because I told you guys this before. I told you this in the last podcast that people care. Depending on how much people care about the character, that affects whether people care about whether they're changed or not. So if Superman was changed, that'd be a problem. But Ghost, nobody cares about, so on and so forth. Even though changing the character wouldn't take much away from them, a lot of them. Like, I think Captain America has to be white and blonde. I don't know if it works any other way. Superman.
I think it could be whoever, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Existing in the 40s. You think people would follow Captain America if he didn't look like that? You're better than that.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
He could be white and brunette.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dare I say maybe even a redhead.
Yeah. In the 40s? Yeah, you can make the 40s. You can do the redhead thing.
I don't know.
Superman.
That's true. You got to go all the way back.
Yeah.
But if you're like replacing him.
Yeah. Like Spider-Man being black.
Like Captain America.
Yeah.
Like that'd be.
Yeah, that's fine.
Could be whoever.
That's what Falcon. Yeah. That's what Falcon was.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm surprised it wasn't Bucky.
I think picking Falcon was the play for, I don't know, as the diversity play.
Yeah.
I personally would have preferred Bucky, but I don't know. I feel like Falcon would honor the ideals of Captain America more than Bucky would. Bucky's too damaged for that. Bucky would be a more capable Captain America.
Yes.
Because he's a super soldier too. But Falcon is probably a better person.
Mm-hmm.
So,
side note, in Civil War, remember that scene in the tunnel where they're running with the cars?
yes, which is amazing.
Did you know they actually did that?
What do you mean?
So what they did is they have a car pulling a device along the road. They call it a magic rug or magic carpet.
Mm-hmm.
And so the actors are running on this device with the car pulling them at like 30 miles an hour. So they're actually running at like 40 miles an hour.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. What do you think they're pushing? What do you think they're pushing, like 40 miles an hour?
Yeah, I think around 40.
Okay.
When you combine their running speed plus the speed of the cars. 30 to 40 range.
Okay. That's dope. That's amazing.
It's pretty fast.
That's really fast.
Pretty exhilarating.
Yeah. Be able to run that fast. Yeah, I think Captain America in the comics in 616 could probably run about somewhere between 30 and 35 miles an hour in a full sprint. But then again, he's weaker in the regular comics. Whatever. I had something I wanted to say. We're talking about. Oh yeah, Spider-Man. Could he change?
Sure.
Definitely.
Sure. Why not?
Definitely. It wouldn't.
Any modern superhero.
To be honest,
could
it'd make
change.
more sense.
Yeah.
Spider-Man was black. Or Spider-Man was something else. Let's be honest. It'd make more sense. Let's be honest. Look at his life. He is broke.
That's
he needed a job.
That's true.
He got one aunt in the house.
In Brooklyn.
He live in Brooklyn.
Doesn't have his parents anymore.
No, like
That's tragically true.
oh my goodness. Wow, Spidey. That's why we got Miles.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, and that's probably why Miles is great.
Yeah, Miles. Yeah, because it makes sense.
And then Homecoming Spider-Man is just Miles Morales,
Yeah, like
but called Peter Parker.
yes. And no, like Aquaman. What they did with Aquaman, that made Aquaman better because Aquaman just had a bad rep for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Super Friends like fucked him up. Like the show,
Mm-hmm.
he's a guy who talks to fish.
Yeah.
So, now that he's the Samoan brother.
To me, like, I think along the same lines, seeing like a white guy with like very like bright blonde hair swimming, just seems so stereotypical in like the worst way.
Yes, it's Baywatch superpowers
Versus like a Samoan type archetype.
that
like
makes
so
sense.
much more
that
sense.
makes sense, doesn't it? It's kind of beautiful.
It just feels much more natural to me.
That's right. Oh my goodness, it's amazing.
Speaking of Samoans, did you see Hobbs and Shaw?
Bruh, that part was one of the best parts of the movie. I love stuff like that. I love when people like show, I don't know, their cultures and stuff in movies.
Uh-huh.
I live for things like that.
Okay.
I thought it was amazing. Like the Black Panther thing was really cool. It was fictional, but still it was really cool. Like
Idris Elba playing a superhero.
I know, the Black Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Black Superman, which you are.
Yeah.
I don't know how they That movie was crazy. Like it
I
was.
love how the weak point was just that his spinal processor couldn't process 2 fists at the same time.
Yeah, I'm like
that was the weak point.
So you get jumped and you're screwed.
Yeah, like you have to deal with more than one person, and you're like bionics can't keep up.
When he clearly like pushed a car off of him in the beginning of the movie, and had the reflexes to like duck under an 18-wheeler while still driving a car, and
yeah,
it's amazing.
It's kind of silly.
Even though The Rock is done. But I think that's what's great about the movie, because the movie didn't apologize for anything. They knew it was hokey and knew it had all this.
Yeah.
So, but it was such a good time.
And then you throw in a nice, like, large-scale conspiracy just to top it off.
Yes, exactly. Ooh, like...
Instead of another 3 movies.
It made me miss the days of The Transporter. You remember The Transporter with Jason Statham?
Yeah.
I love that stuff. You know, that stuff was great.
I don't know if I saw all of them, but I have seen
I've seen most of them at the very least. Did you see in the movie when he said, like, when he's talking about spoilers, y'all, for Hobbs and Shaw.
But watch the movie if you haven't, because it's so good.
Yeah, it's good. When they're underground and they walk by the car and he's like, "Oh yeah, I did that on a job when I was in Italy." Did you get that reference? Like when they saw the little car.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I
caught that.
Oh, that movie's dope.
I caught that. I was like, all right, nice.
Oh,
calling back to Italian Job.
Yeah, I know, right?
Good shit.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, Italian Job's great. I've seen that one a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Hobbs and Shaw, I came into it being like, okay, this is going to be like a good Fast and Furious movie. Like that's kind of what I came in anticipating. Like I'm going to leave here with like, it's going to be a solid 8, 7.5, 8, depending on execution. I leave it's like a 9.5. I'm like, what? Like, what did I just watch? Like, why was that so good?
That movie was fine. Like, first of all, The Rock just too big. He's just a big dude.
I know.
When his mom's like, "Oh, y'all skin and bones, come eat," I'm like, he's 3 people put together. He's 3 people. The dude can lift all 3 of us. 3 times with one arm.
Yeah.
He can curl her.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Probably curl me. He can definitely curl me. What am I talking about? He might be able to. Yes. No.
He'd struggle with me.
Yeah. I mean, but if somebody's under the bus, he could do it. Oh, he's invited to the cookout. He is.
I think at this point he could be in pretty much anything.
Yes.
And it would be pretty.
He can't be Black Adam. Like, I want to be Black Adam, but I'm afraid of the movie, because if he's Black Adam is a supervillain in DC. Mm-hmm. He's the enemy of Shazam.
Okay.
Think Shazam, but instead of the powers from those gods, gets powers from Egyptian gods. He's an old like Egyptian like slave or something.
Wait, but he wasn't the bad guy in the Shazam movie.
They actually mentioned him. Remember they mentioned the first champion? They're talking about Black Adam.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Whatever. They're talking about Black Adam. They showed him whatever. Anyway, my point is the rock star power is so great. If they make a movie and he's the antagonist, they're not going to care about Shazam. Like, kick his ass. like,
True.
Exactly about you cool, but you ain't the Rock.
Yeah. Damn, that's true.
He's going, and I'm not convinced. I love Black Adam. He's a badass. But whatever.
Did you see Central Intelligence?
I did. It was good.
It's a fun movie.
But he's on like Mike. He's like cool. He's like cool, and then he raises it up. Twice. Yeah, it was funny. It was cool, man.
I love how in Hobbs and Shaw you just have like a random like Kevin Hart just shows up for like 2 scenes.
Yeah, and he was great though.
Yeah,
it was so funny. As if y'all need anything, I got you. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
that was funny.
And then Ryan Reynolds. I didn't know either of them were going to be in the movie because they weren't in the trailer.
I don't think anybody did.
Yeah.
They were great.
They were both surprise cameos.
I'm like, why is Deadpool in this movie?
Yeah,
he's Deadpool with like no clothes, without a suit. It's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
And works with CIA instead.
I know. I'm pretty sure Ryan Reynolds, like, one day he's going to crack and he's just going to think he's Deadpool. And he was always Deadpool. And he's going to be running around like, chimichanga. Wow. And have like toy guns. Blah, 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 blah.
Wow.
I
think Deadpool does take the cake for me for the best opening credits sequence of all time.
What was the opening credit sequence for Deadpool? I don't remember.
Where they're like slow motion going through the car, or not even slow motion. It's like stopped. They're going through the car, like flipping, and all the titles are like, it's like the writers, like the real heroes.
Yeah.
The director's like the egotistical asshole in charge or something like that.
Yeah.
That takes the cake. The best opening titles of any movie of all time ever.
That was actually really fun. That movie was good. I just watched it 2 the other day.
When I saw it in theaters the first time, and it showed up, particularly the part where it said the writers and the real heroes here, I was dying laughing. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Feels good to be recognized.
I feel that.
Second one was good too, but
second one was good. It's just I don't know how. I don't think they can make a 3 or 4. I think from this point forward, Deadpool works better with like as icing on the cake of the rest of the cast. I don't know if they could do like Deadpool, like, and keep it going because it's the same thing. So I feel like
I almost feel like it would be hard to include him in a movie and not ruin the movie, though.
No, he'd be great for cameos. I don't know if he can stay in the movie.
It's such a contrast point to the rest of the movie. It wouldn't work in a lot of movies.
True.
Like there might be.
Depends how they set up the world, though.
It would have like the movie he's cameoing in would have to already be a very lighthearted movie. Like it couldn't be a serious movie.
True.
Because he'd just come in and totally break the whole thing.
True.
I almost feel like you can only really do him as a solo movie. Because he's just so different.
That's the point of Deadpool, though. Like, he's just different, and he breaks the fourth wall and stuff. So I could buy him in something that's PG-13. Obviously rated R to work too.
Well, they made a PG-13 cut of Deadpool too.
I didn't see that. Did you see it?
I didn't see it. Chris said it was good though.
I heard it was good.
They re-released it for Christmas as a PG-13 cut.
Okay.
I've never seen that before. A movie like recutting itself to do another release.
No,
Like,
that's never been done. I can't recall it.
There's like so much ego behind that.
Yeah. We'll give y'all the same shit.
Yeah.
Without the profanity.
Yeah.
Like what? And people want to go see it too.
Like they filmed different versions, like intentionally.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
Wasn't that Fred Savage? Yeah, in the trailer, the kid from Golden Years. Remember the Golden Years?
No.
You remember the old ass show?
No.
It is what it is, man.
This podcast, by the way, has basically just turned into like talking about movies.
That is what happened.
Yeah. Not just this episode, but like the podcast as a whole. Like 2/3 of the episodes are basically that.
I mean, everybody likes movies. So.
Yeah, no, it's fine with me. I don't care.
Everybody likes movies.
I mean, I do this for fun, so.
Hell yeah.
And this is fun.
Sure is. I don't know. How... Sorry, everybody. I keep moving. Losing the microphone.
These arms are not the best.
No, they're fine. They're fine. One arm is better than no arm.
True.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen Finding Nemo?
Yeah. That's a transition if I've ever seen one.
I know. I mean, I was just thinking about it. I was looking at the arms. And I'm like, oh, Finding Nemo.
Okay.
But whatever. No, I don't want to talk about the movie. But
that's a real 180.
No, because I said one arm's better than no arm, and I'm like, have you seen Finding Nemo? You've seen Nemo. He has a little fin.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
He had one fin small and the other, and they go like this, and the other one's normal.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So yeah,
I totally forgot that detail.
it's all good. Did you watch Disney movies growing up?
Not really.
Really?
Yeah.
Who didn't watch Disney?
Me, apparently.
Brother. Dude.
I mean, I've seen some, but...
What year were you born?
95.
Yeah, bro. You should have been watching Disney. Which ones have you seen? Which one's your favorite?
Oh, Jesus. Does The Incredibles count?
Hell yeah.
Okay, then that.
It's my favorite Pixar movie. Did you like one or two more?
Well, okay, so the first one was like my childhood favorite movie.
Yes.
And it's really good. I mean, I even watched it again somewhat recently, and it's still really good.
Mm-hmm. So we're going with one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with one.
I agree.
2 is also very good,
2's good.
but I think 1 is better.
My last girl's my wife. Okay.
What about you? What was
So
your
we're talking about Pixar, Incredibles, Toy Story. There's a place in my heart. Hercules for Disney movies.
Okay.
That movie's dope. First of all, why are the muses black? It's amazing. If y'all didn't know, I'm black.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell by his voice.
Oh, yeah, bro. What, Millie? Yeah. Yeah, I'm black. Chocolate brother.
Is Emperor's New Groove Disney, or is that someone else?
I don't think so. That's DreamWorks, isn't it?
I don't know.
Isn't that DreamWorks? No. El Dorado. Did you see El Dorado? That's DreamWorks.
No.
Movie's dope.
My favorite DreamWorks is probably Shrek.
Is Shark Tale DreamWorks?
I have no idea.
Did you see Shark Tale?
No.
Okay. Is it? Hold on.
We get a fact check.
I got somebody's fact checking. Hold up. Okay. Disney made it. Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, okay.
But is it DreamWorks, though? Yeah, Shark Tale DreamWorks, though. Shark Tale was great. I love Shark Tale. That movie's hilarious. Did you see Hercules?
No.
No?
Not.
He's born a god. His uncle's hating. His uncle, which is Hades, steals the baby. Turns
I did
immortal.
really like Mulan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Are they making a movie?
Yes.
Ooh.
There's a live action.
We are man.
Yeah.
You know the song. We can sing it if you want.
I don't know it.
You must.
I saw it a long time ago. I was still a kid.
Yeah.
I was a wee child.
Mulan was good. That's probably one of the better Disney movies.
I thought it was solid.
Yeah. Like you can go really far back and talk about Snow White and Cinderella, but Snow White was weak.
It's Disney's one
She
and
looks
only
weird.
anime.
Snow White?
No. Mulan.
Oh, right. Right. My power level's rising. Yeah. Hercules is dope. Pocahontas is cool. Pocahontas is a little problematic, but it's cool. They changed a lot in Hercules. I kind of like Greek mythology too. In the movie,
Greek mythology is awesome.
it's great. Yeah,
I
know Norse. I know Greek.
I love
Egyptian.
Greek mythology from a writing perspective.
Oh, okay.
It's very fun to play with.
Okay. I like Greek mythology because they're gods. I think that's superpowers.
Yeah.
And I told you I like the idea of like families of superheroes. Greek gods are literally
Literally
that personified.
families of gods. Yeah.
Yes. Family of superpowered beings. So they're petty. And the funny thing about the Greek gods is they're very human. Like they're petty, they're angry,
Yeah.
they're all that. They're just
That's why it's the most interesting religion.
yes. That's what I was gonna say. That's why they make the best movies because people know the most about them and their gods are petty.
Mm-hmm.
But did you see Gods of Egypt?
No.
The movie disrespectful as hell.
I heard it was pretty bad.
It had some cool parts, but yeah. Who's your favorite Greek god?
Maybe Apollo?
Okay. Paul's a good one. Paul's a really good one. Growing up, I liked Hephaestus and Hermes.
Hermes is good too.
Hermes is cool.
Zeus is a classic.
Yeah.
He's also kind of a dick.
He is a dick. They all are. How many kids he got? Out of all the regular Olympians on Mount Olympus, only 2 of them are kids by his wife. 2 or so. The main ones. The only ones that are his kids by his wife are Hephaestus and Ares. Everybody else got different moms.
Mm-hmm.
How trifling is that?
Yeah, I know.
Could you imagine being Hera?
So disrespectful.
Seeing all these kids?
Yeah.
And none of them are yours? But she can't do anything about it because it's king of the gods.
Yeah.
That's the most sexist shit I've ever seen.
It's fucked up, honestly.
It is. He just go around fucking on people. It's ridiculous. Am I wrong? Yeah, she knows that. Yeah. So
We got a third-party commentator, by the way, for the listeners.
yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, lucky. I'd give y'all her last name, but yeah, she's just giving me looks.
So what is it about superheroes that's so, intriguing to you?
I like the idea of characters that are above the issues that we have to deal with as mortal men and women. Like, I like the idea of a person not having to worry about getting sick, or have to worry about walking down an alley and just getting shot or getting hit by a bus or something like that. They don't worry about these. They have different obstacles, but they don't worry about the everyday stuff. And they're just large in life. They're badasses. Like, they have so much control over their environment. I just think it's pretty cool.
Okay.
So it is what it is.
I think I like the sacrifices they have to make to be the best of us.
I feel that. Yeah.
I think that's what makes them so inspiring to me.
Mm-hmm. Inspiring to me. That's a good way to look at it. But you don't like Superman.
No. He doesn't have to make any sacrifices.
So. Oh yeah, damn, that's right. I'm trying. Yeah. Yeah, Lucky gave our third-party commentary gave us a look because she's in love with Superman. She thinks he's amazing. Like, she'd marry him right now if she could. But
it's too bad because I like Henry Cavill.
Yeah, he's dope.
Selling himself short.
I know. He did good in Immortals and stuff, and he's just fucking up whatever.
Amazing in Mission Impossible.
Yes. Did you know he was a bad guy from the jump? I kind of knew.
I knew it's okay. This is my one complaint with the movie.
Okay.
I kind of knew, in the back of my mind, because I've seen so many movies.
Okay.
So into the writing of movies that I can kind of tell. But the moment that he gave the phone to the chick and it was completely fine, there was no scratches on it whatsoever, versus they pulled the one out of the dude's jacket and it was completely jacked up. The dichotomy between those was so different. I knew immediately he was a bad guy. I didn't know how it would play in.
But
if he was just a bad guy trying to get rid of Hunt because he wanted to take the glory or something, or if he was actually working with Lane or whatever. I didn't know to that extent, but I knew he was not to be trusted right from there.
Oh, definitely.
And my complaint with the movie on this regard is it was just too obvious, that switch, because they gave a solid take when they take the phone out of the Asian dude's pocket.
Mm-hmm.
They do a solid take on how fucked up the phone is.
Yes.
They don't hide it. they sit there for like a whole second looking at this phone with tons of cracks on the screen. And then when he gives the phone to the director, they do another solid take on the phone for another second, and it's completely fine. It's just so obvious.
You're right.
There's no way you could have got past that part and not realized he was a bad guy.
Okay.
You know?
It's kind of true. I thought the end was really cool. How like he met up with his ex-wife, I want to assume, and he kind of like got her blessing to do his own thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That
Yeah.
movie was crazy.
I think she's going to be in the next one.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, old flames and all that.
Uh-huh. I'm all about it.
I feel you.
I hope Ilsa comes back on the next one too.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah.
All right, why don't we wrap it here? I think we're at a good. It's an hour or something, hour 20 something.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we straight. Up to you.
I think we're solid.
We solid?
We solid.
You sure?
Yeah.
It's gooey, squishy, but we solid. Okay.
Yeah, solid's good.
Solid's good. Solid.
Better than liquid.
Way better than gas.
Yeah.
We don't want gas here.
No gas.
All right.
I'll see you next week, I guess.
All right, y'all. Catch you.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of SpyFy After Dark. If you made it to the end, maybe consider rating or subscribing on whatever platform you're on. We'd really appreciate it. Next week's episode will be something. I actually haven't booked it yet, so I don't know. But if you'd like to know when it's going to come out, follow me on Twitter at MillanTweets. That's MILLAN tweets. We'll see you next week.